Hey YouTubers, Wet Movie 1 back here again for another Blu-ray update. I'm trying to do this more regularly. The last one was about 2 weeks ago, so I'm here again with another one to show you my hoardings. But the first one I want to show, I showed in my last video when I unbubbled that 10-pound box of movies, but I just wanted to show this again because I really enjoyed it. And that is the 3D Blu-ray of Grindhouse Collection double feature of, that's a lot, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Of the Camp Blood double feature. It's cool little campy movies, kind of like people go in the woods. A couple of couples go into the woods and they're told not to by the guy on the side of the road, of course, type of movie. And then stuff goes absolutely bonkers in the woods, so people start getting cut up and everything. You know how those slasher movies work, but it's just cool that I have them now on Blu-ray. I remember owning the, was it DVD or VHS? I don't remember now, but this one's put out by that Ultimate3Dheaven.com company, and I really like it. It's a full screen presentation. I don't think it was shot in widescreen, so you see the black bars on the sides of your television set and stuff, but it looked better than I remember it ever looking. These next two I picked up at Fry's Electronics. They were having like a sale a week or so ago, and a lot of these titles were like $5, $6 type thing. And I finally picked up the Towering Inferno Blu-ray because it was like the $6.99, and it's usually like 25 or more, or 22 something and more. And I just recently picked up, I don't think I ever showed an update, but I picked up the Poseidon Adventure, the Walmart exclusive, which I got for $12.99 over there. But now they lowered the price to $9.99, and I'm just like, oh man, with that whole price matching thing, I hate that. But that's another Irwin Allen movie, Poseidon Adventure. Now this is another Irwin Allen one that I haven't seen in a long time, starring O.J. Simpson and Steve McQueen and stuff like that. I can't really tell you much about it because I haven't watched it in a long time. But yeah, building's on fire. Next one up right here, I picked up because I heard a lot of you guys talking about it in your updates, you're the real horror fans and gore fans. This one's put out by Synapse Films, and it stars Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi and stuff like that. I'm like, I gotta get it because I just recently picked up Intruder on Blu-ray, and I really like that. It was cool. It's set in a supermarket, and people start getting picked off, and we're trying to figure out who it is that's doing it, type thing. That was a fun one, and it says Bruce Campbell's on it and stuff. I remember seeing the old DVD version of it, and it says starring Bruce Campbell. I'm like, Bruce Campbell's only in the last 5 seconds of that movie. But this one right here is put up by Synapse Films, and that's Thou Shalt Not Kill Except. And I heard this one has a reversible cover and stuff, you turn around the cover and it has a skull and stuff on the background, on the other cover. And I haven't yet to watch it yet because, as you can tell, I didn't open it. But this one has Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi and stuff in there, and if it's anything like Intruder, or in that same type of vein, same type of era, I'm totally down to be watching this one real soon. But Synapse Films usually does a pretty good job transferring over their movies to Blu-ray. And this next one right here came out by Mill Creek, and this is Mr. Wrong. I just had to see this movie again. I haven't seen this one in years, and to be honest, it is not exactly what I remember it to be. I remembered it was a lot more funnier when I was younger. A lot more funnier. Do I know how to speak right? It was funnier when I was younger. And I'm watching it now. The comedy just seems kind of dry to me. The transfer was pretty good, though, for a budget title. You can pick them up at $5 and stuff at Walmart, Fry's, pretty much wherever you go. Best Buy. But I think this movie was made, maybe, I was talking to Seann about this, a year or two before Ellen came out of the closet. So she was talking, she's making out with Bill Pullman. It looks kind of awkward and weird. She's just But basically the story of this one is Ellen works in the television industry, and her parents and her sisters always give her a hard time about, not being married or having a boyfriend and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, whatever, I'm doing my own thing, And she bumps in, to Bill Pullman's character in this bar, she's putting in a coin, to put in the jukebox, and she drops the coin, and then, you know, Bill Pullman puts in his coin while she's picking up hers, and he picks the song that she was about to pick, so she's like, oh, you know, and they kind of fall in love overnight. You know, they have like a little fling thing going on at night, and she kind of falls in love with him a little bit, and then as soon as she's in the relationship, it starts getting weird, and he starts doing crazy things, and like standing on stilts outside of her window staring at her and stuff. It's kind of creepy, but it wasn't exactly what I remembered it to be, but it still was a fun watch, and it was put out by Mill Creek Entertainment. And next up right here, I had to pick this one up. I know it's a bad movie. I haven't seen it in like ever. I've heard about it, and I've seen bootlegs of it at conventions. They're always like $20 or more. I'm like, no. I've never owned it before, so I picked it up because it was $7.99 at Best Buy. The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. The original Part 2, not the remake Part 2. This is the one that I think Wes Craven just doesn't even want to talk about ever, because I think he made this movie. I heard from different people and watching people's videos that he just did it because he needed money to, you know, he just needed money at the time, or he was going to lose his house, or he just needed money, you know what I mean? You know how people need money and stuff. It's either him making this movie or him, you know, whatever, you know, polishing stuff. But yeah, I had to pick this one up at Best Buy for $7.99. I'm like, what? You can't beat this one for that price. It's probably crap, but whatever. This other one right here I picked up at Best Buy also. It still is a Best Buy exclusive, I believe. It's put up by was it Paramount or something? Yeah, and it's exclusive at Best Buy, and it's Road Trip. I had to pick this one up. It has the unrated and the R-rated versions of it on the Blu-ray. When I heard it was coming out, I was like, oh, please let it have the unrated on there too. You know, because sometimes these places don't put out, they only put out the R-rated or the theatrical version, and you know there's an unrated one out there, but they only put out the one. But this one has both of them on there, and I always liked this one. Seann William Scott in this era was just Stifler to me. You know, like I'm watching him up there's Stifler in this one, Stifler's in American Pie, Stifler's in this one. But I don't care. I always like Seann William Scott in this, and of course DJ Qualls is fucking hilarious. Okay, I forgot the guy's character, Breckin Meyer. Breckin Meyer makes a sex tape with this one girl at his college, and he has a girlfriend, but she's at a different college. And the sex tape that he made with this other girl at his college accidentally gets mailed to his real girlfriend, and pretty much the movie is them traveling, you know, to his real girlfriend's college to try to retrieve the tape before the mailman gives it to her. That's pretty much the story of it and the adventure along the way. But I always I always loved this movie. I always thought it was funny. I have what's called Euro Trip 2, the one they made after this, Euro Trip with Michelle Trachtenberg. And this next one right here came from Comedy Central, and this is Workaholics season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. This show is hilarious. It's pretty much like Beavis and Butthead, but in real life, but people working in office setting. You know, friends getting high and drunk and then going to work and having to take pee tests and stuff. It's really funny. This one has all the episodes, has some outtakes on there, and it has drunken commentary on all episodes. But yeah, like I said, it's just like pretty much Beavis and Butthead for this generation, but for people that watch like TV shows like The Office. It's kind of like that in a way. And there's this one episode on here where they're trying to go to like a Clippers game or some sort of like basketball game, and like in the whole episode they keep talking about like Double Dare and Family Double Dare and stuff, and talking about like how Mark Summers can kick Mike O'Malley's ass. If you guys don't know who Mike O'Malley is, Mike O'Malley's the guy that was the host on Guts on Nickelodeon, and they were talking about like, you know, who could kick whose ass. And then at the end of one episode, Mark Summers, you know, pops up in one episode. I'm like, that's awesome, you know, geek status and stuff, because Mark Summers was cool back on Nickelodeon back in the day. But yeah, man, that's Workaholics season 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Alright guys, just make sure you guys check this one out when it comes out on June 5th. You won't be disappointed. It was really cool. And these next ones up, guys, I picked up at Best Buy. You guys all know they're having the sale on their Blu-ray books and Digibooks, you know, Blu-ray books. Yeah, Steelbooks and Blu-ray books. Can I get this straight? And some of them I didn't really need to upgrade, but I did because, I don't know, and some of them I already had on Blu-ray before. But whatever. I picked up Inception on Blu-ray. I've never owned it before on Blu-ray, so I'm like, I can see myself, you know, getting this one. And it's one of those ones that you just have to have on Blu-ray if you're gonna get it, you know. The title looks cool. It's a Best Buy exclusive Blu-ray. Had to get that one. This one, on the other hand, I picked up. That's The Dark Knight on Blu-ray. I've owned the Dark Knight DVD Steelbook, but now I never had it on Blu-ray, so I had to pick up the Blu-ray Steelbook. It looks cool, just like the other one, but I've never owned it on Blu-ray and never seen the movie on Blu-ray, so I'm like, I could see myself upgrading on that one. And this one right here, I had to pick up Batman Begins, just to go along with the Dark Knight one, put it next to each other so it looks right on the shelf, like everything's all right in the world when that one's right there. And this next one right here, I really didn't. I don't really need it. I don't know why I know why I bought it, because I'm a hoarder and the cover looks cool. It's different than the one that I have, because I have this one in a Blu-ray book, and I was looking at it and I'm like, do I really need to upgrade on this? It's not really an upgrade because I already have it on Blu-ray, but that is The Matrix Steelbook. It looks cool with the little embryonic sac right there. Embryonic sac. Did I even say that right? But yeah, I upgraded because it looks cool. It looks like a cool cover in Steelbook, and I'm a man. I need steel in my life, man. Yeah. Okay. This next one right here, I just bought it because I like the movie, but I've owned the extended edition by itself on Blu-ray already on my shelf over here. But I had to pick up the Blu-ray book of The Town. This one looks cool. It has 2 discs and everything in there, and it's a really good Ben Affleck movie in my opinion. So I just had to get that one too, like a good hoarder should. And this next one up, I'm glad I waited, because I almost bought it the week it came out for like $40, and I'm just like, or 35 or whatever. And I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I held off until now, because now it's $14.99, and I feel like a man because I saved myself $15. And that is Spike Lee's Malcolm X on Blu-ray. I love Spike Lee's movies. My favorite one he's ever done, of course, was Do the Right Thing. That's just the jam right there. But Spike Lee's Malcolm X, it comes with the Oscar-nominated documentary from 1972, Malcolm X, on there also, the DVD. And I haven't watched this movie in years, so I can't really say anything else. I just know that Malcolm X, I believe, was a pimp and then turned into a leader type thing. And, he didn't even really have to use his pimp hand or anything like that. But yeah, that's Malcolm X on Blu-ray. Well, guys, that's my hoardings for this time. I bought in some other stuff, but I just don't know how long this video would be if I showed it all at the moment. But I just had to show you guys my hoardings today. And yeah, thanks guys for coming by, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Oh God, my hoarding stack, it makes me feel like a man.